Patreon, early access, and YouTube. We got the Khabib breakdown. Everyone's been talking about it. Is he the GOAT? Is he not the GOAT? We don't know about all that, but I will show you the breakdown of how he managed to score the takedown and subsequently get the finish. Beautiful triangle finish. So as he's moving out, Gaethje lands a beautiful leg kick. In that moment, Khabib was able to capture the leg and switch his head from the inside to the outside and hit a double. From this position, Gaethje hits a good sprawl, but Khabib was able to lock his hands together. From here, he creates an angle where he slides it to a body lock and gets back exposure. Like a true pro that Khabib is, he utilized this opportunity to go 1 foot deep and 1 foot more shallow. In this moment, Gaethje turned his back to the floor and escaped to the mounted position. Once they landed, if you notice, Khabib did a great job of creating isolation between the head and the arm. So he immediately shot up here and here. Now this is where Gaethje showed his novice understanding of jiu-jitsu. What he did is he started to almost underhook me with this arm to kind of force pressure this way to escape his elbow. Which isn't the worst thing to do, but against Khabib, it's a stupid thing to do. So as he starts to push up, Khabib did a great job of sliding his left knee high on the ear, isolating that right arm. Now here's what people aren't talking about. When he hit this position, he started initially pushing the hand away, like this, which creates a natural human reaction. Keeping the head controlled, he pushed away. What's Olivi's reaction? To push into me. So he pushed the hand in, he kicked over, and he initially threatened with the armbar. He went shin behind the head with an overhook armbar. But as he dismounted, Gaethje started to build. Beautiful option for Khabib is to lock up the triangle with the hand assist. He goes hand assist on the toes, he takes a beautiful scoop grip, and you guys know the rest. The rest is history from here. Let's break down some subtleties of why that was so effective. One is the fact that he was opportunistic. He took the advantage of not just trying to wrestle Gaethje in a traditional sense. He knows Gaethje knows how to wrestle in a traditional sense. He took advantage of a mediocre moment where, guys, shut up, please. So he took an opportunity in transition to score the single leg and then turned that into a double leg. So let's try to keep that low going back now. So if I'm here, he goes that nice kick. I'm scoring, my head's shooting to the outside, and I'm taking an opportunity from here to immediately peek out to the guy's back. From here, much like our professor, John Danaher, teaches us all the time, is whenever there's space between the elbow and the hip, we're going for hooks. And Khabib really showed how good he is at jiu-jitsu by scoring the hooks, and this moment where he threw his legs in. From here, Gaethje did a great job of getting his back to the floor. But this is where you catch guys in transition. As the guy goes flat on his back, notice that I have an underhook with my right arm. So Khabib immediately started shooting up for the Katagatame. But if you notice on my left side, you can stay right there. I'll move over for a second. On my left side, I have the ability to slide my knee towards my training partner's ear. So that's what Khabib did. He utilized this opportunity to slide his knee nice and high. Now, when Gaethje goes to pull his right arm out, this arm out, he can't. It's jammed in place. All I have to do is elevate Gaethje's head off the mat and start faking this push. Watch how I fake this. Like I'm gonna push his arm away. His natural reaction is to push back in, which gives me the opportunity, and Khabib did a great job of this, of circumventing the hand. Initially, if you notice, Khabib's, I'll say Gaethje's hand was actually stuck in this crevice here. It wasn't fully out yet. It wasn't until he truly started threatening the armbar that Gaethje said, hell no, pull that glove right out, which actually just tightened up the armbar and gave him the option now to transfer to the triangle. And this is what proves that his toe was broken, by the way. If you notice, if you slow that clip down, Khabib's left toe gets caught in the fence. So as he's turning, his toe gets caught in the fence. You see him grimace, but he's a real savage. He manages to still lock up the Emote Senkaku. He attacks the toes. I typically wouldn't teach it this way, but it worked. You're gonna grab the foot like this, hand assist, and by hooking on the leg, that means he is able to close a tight wedge around Gaethje's shoulders, as you can see. So Gaethje's shoulders were completely out of the mix. It was just a tight front triangle, essentially, that got the finish. So where did Gaethje go wrong? Few ways. One is he missed a lot of jiu-jitsu. His back game is white belt at best, so I think that's number one. I mean, that wrestler's mentality can backfire, right? Because you're just so uncomfortable being on your back that you can ignore some really crucial elements that are going to help you develop over time. For instance, if you are on your back, one thing you wouldn't do when someone starts threatening the Katagatami is you wouldn't start to underhook on the far side. That was the first novice movement. What he would do is he would start getting his arm inside, either to my thigh on that side, or start bringing his hand inside here. Now it does give up back exposure to some degree, but it takes away from my ability to attack the Katagatami on this side. Actually, McGregor did a great job of this. Khabib went for the same thing against Conor McGregor, but Conor put that arm all the way through to this side, and it really created a strong frame. He wasn't able to create connection. Gaethje messed up there. So Gaethje went strong underhook. He underhooks me. Yeah, he used that to effectively to some degree because he did escape his elbow. So he bridges, he gets his elbow out, but he gives me the arm on the opposite side. We threaten, we post. He feels the threat of the arm bar. He eventually pulls the arm out. But this is the thing. As I dismount, he has to come up with me because of the wedge on his arm. That left wedge is going to force his head off the ground. And then from here, we're going to be able to lock up. The front triangle with the 90-degree angle, both legs, like I always tell you guys, above the shoulder line. You never want the shoulder inside, in front of the shoulder, and that's your finish. Make sure you guys subscribe, check out the Patreon link. I'm gonna link it below. We have exclusive stuff on there. Cop the merch as well. If you like what you see, StephenWilliamsOfficial.com. Thank you guys for the support.